This is a Mac Pro. It was given to me by my work as they were going to throw it away. So I figured, hey, free Mac Pro, I'll take it. So in this video, we're going to take a shot at fixing it up. I will warn you, a bunch of this video's audio is taken from my phone's microphone, so there is going to be some hum in the background, and I apologize for that. But without further ado, let's dig in. So first, I want to get a good look at what we have here. So this is a Mac Pro, you can tell, because there is only one fan grill here on a Power Mac G5, which is almost identical. You have a fan grill here and a fan grill here, and also up at the front, you only have one optical drive, whereas on a Mac Pro you have two. So this is the model number A1289, which corresponds with a 2011 or 2012 Mac Pro, meaning this is a, this is a fairly decent machine. This is a 2.4 gigahertz model, meaning it comes with two CPUs, which is really cool. It has a RAID card, and it came with 1 terabyte of storage originally. It also has an 5770, it looks like. And interestingly, this has some strange I/O. So on the back we have our GPU, which is pretty standard. But here I have no idea what this is. And then here we have two HDMI ports, which might be another GPU, but I don't know why they'd be laid out like this. But we'll see once we open the machine up. Which actually, let's go ahead and do that now. Back when Apple actually cared about modularity on these Mac Pros, it's a really cool way that you open it up. You just take this latch here, and with a satisfying clunk, now the side panel will come open. So putting that aside, we can go ahead and take a look inside this machine. So we have two heat sinks down here, meaning that we have one of the dual CPU configurations. We have our optical drive up here, power supply back here. We have our graphics card, what looks like a capture card? Yeah, it says Blackmagic design on it, so probably a capture card, which is interesting. And then this card up here looks to be an Apple RAID card. So that would make sense, because on the front of this machine here, it is labeled backup. So someone was using this as a backup server, probably, and that RAID card seems to back that up. Back that and get it, because it says backup. We do not have any hard drives, so I lied. I've been in this machine before. I haven't looked at anything other than to look and see, oh wait, there are no hard drive bays, or hard drive trays, and I went ahead and picked these up off of eBay. So these hard drive trays. Hey, so editor Nick here. I'm rewatching the footage, and holy crap, that drive bay was not aligned, and I just slammed it in there. That is very painful to look at, and I'm sure it is for you too, so my apologies for that bit of terribleness. Were installed by me, so yeah. Oh, can you go in there? Yeah, there we go. So one cool thing about the Mac Pro is that this latch here, it not only unlatches the side panel, but also you can take out the drive trays with this unlatched. That's not lined up properly. There we go. But with it latched, the drives do not come out. I don't want to take my drive out while my computer is running. You physically can't. You can try. You won't get very far, but you can try. This part was just too bad for me to leave in the original voice clip. It's basically me saying, the machine is pretty clean already. You can tell that someone cleaned it before supposedly being about to throw it away, which doesn't really make sense. But I wiped my finger across the bottom of the computer here, and you can see that it definitely needs a clean, as there's a little bit of black smudge on my finger. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have our Mac Pro basically fully disassembled. I'm not going to go any further than this because I don't really need to. Whoever previously owned this machine did a really good job at keeping it clean. So yeah, this is as far as I'm going to go as far as disassembly goes. And yeah, this is actually a Blackmagic design capture card. So I don't know what this was used for, honestly. That's kind of weird for me. one reassembly later. We'll also go ahead and remove this backup sticker. It's just a piece of almost what looks like medical tape. Like that you'd use to hold on like a gauze pad or something. Like a strip of Band-Aid almost. But we'll go ahead and remove that and remove any residue that came with it, or that didn't come off with it. And yeah, this thing should be good to go. So let's give it a shot. Okay, so let's go ahead and get my Power Mac G5 out of here, because I need this spot to test the Mac Pro. Oh boy, this thing is just as heavy. Actually, I think the Mac Pro is lighter. By no means is it light though, it's still a heavy computer. And you're gonna have to excuse me because apparently I've misplaced my Apple wired mouse, so I'm gonna have to use this Microsoft little doodly-doo here. I'm not gonna try to use this Bluetooth one because it's Bluetooth, and Bluetooth is wacky sometimes. So we'll go ahead and plug this into the back of the keyboard. Plug the keyboard into the Mac Pro. Turn our power strip on. Hopefully I don't trip a breaker. Okay, nothing's exploded yet. That's a good sign. Is my power strip on? I think so. The monitor turn on. No? Whoa, I don't know if you saw that, but I saw the lights flicker. The Mac Pro is making noise. Yo, hey, awesome. So we have a chime, that's a start. Doesn't look like we're getting anything from the display. Let me go ahead and make sure that the display is actually plugged in properly. Monitor should light up. Hey, that's exactly what I want to see. So this screen right here means that the Mac Pro does not detect an operating system, which is good, because I don't have an operating system on it. If it detected an operating system, I would be very confused. Aha! I have my handy dandy little macOS Sierra USB disk. I made these little covers myself, put them in some USB flash drive cases, and they work pretty well. I think this will boot High Sierra. What is this? Is this High Sierra? No, it's just normal Sierra. I think it'll boot Sierra. No reason why it shouldn't. Let's go ahead and power cycle. Let's plug the keyboard and mouse back in too. Okay, option on boot to enter the boot picker. Awesome. Flash drive's blinking away. This is USB 2, I'm sure, so this is gonna take a little while. Just gonna keep holding down the option button just in case. Oh, there's a mouse cursor. That means the boot picker's loaded, but it doesn't see anything to boot off of. That's no good. Hey Siri, when did macOS Sierra come out?
A visit to apple.com should be able to help you with that.
Really? You can't even answer it? Oh my god. macOS Sierra release 2016. That should work, I would think. Let's see if I have any older versions. I'm gonna have to make a boot disk for this thing, and I'll be back. Okay, so it's late. I just now finished making this El Capitan boot disk. So let's plug her in to the front of the Mac Pro. Turn her on. Ooh, lights flickered there. Press and hold option at the startup. And hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't have any fingers to cross because I'm holding my camera and holding that option, but if I had the option to cross my fingers, I would. You got this. Come on. Yay! It worked. Yay! Yeah, install El Capitan. Do it. You got the, yeah, whoa! Yeah, look at it go. It's so speedy. No, it's not. It's not that fast. It's not that fast. So, it is the next day. Smashing this keyboard here, we see that, hey, look, macOS is ready to be installed. So we'll go ahead and go through this Go through this process here if my mouse will work. There we go. Yes, we are in America and we were going to use English. So we are going to install macOS and let's see if it shows up. Let's see if it recognizes the SSD I put in there. Okay, yep, you can have my firstborn child and my soul. Okay. So it doesn't see the SSD that I put in, which is concerning. Let's see here. Let's go to disk utility. See if the SSD is detected there. So here's where things get interesting. That Apple RAID card turned out to be a problem for me. So that Apple RAID card assumed that there were 4 drives in the computer, where I only had 1. It was trying to make a RAID array out of 1 drive, which for those of you who know what RAID does, that doesn't really work. So I ended up removing that card and trying again. Although now, with that card removed, it recognized the SATA SSD as a 12 megabyte volume that was formatted as FAT12. Yeah, so there's exFAT, which is what normal PCs use. There's FAT32, FAT16, but I've never heard of FAT12. So, there's that. But after all that, I was finally able to get the installer to run, recognize the SSD, and start installing macOS El Capitan. And after all that, the Mac Pro is finally up and running, right? No. I have no idea what's going on here, so this'll be a bit for me to figure out. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave it here for now. I really don't know what's going on with this Mac Pro, and it's gonna take me a while to figure it out. So subscribe for part 2 if you're interested, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.